Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Relationship Goals Saturday. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Lois and on this channel I speak on womanhood, motherhood and relationships. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please be a gem and do so, and remember to like and comment down below and share this video with whoever you know. Today I will be speaking on struggles that I had in my relationship while dating. So this is before I actually got married, and these were some of the challenges that my boyfriend at the time and I faced. Each relationship is different and each journey is different. What I may go through, you may not go through. So I just want you to understand that. Some of the things, and that's why I was kind of hesitant if I should actually do this video, because everyone is different. You know, what you may have to learn, I may not have to learn. The challenges that you have, I may not have. But there may be some similarities or some nuggets or some lessons that you can learn from me, and so can I with you. So I just wanted to share with you guys a few things, a few challenges, or some of the main challenges that I had in my relationship and how I dealt with it. So the first challenge that I had was adjusting to each other's lifestyle. My husband and I, at the time when we were dating, we came from two totally different worlds. Raymond, he grew up on the block. He was unsaved. His parents divorced at an early age. He, as we say in Christianity, he was, in the world, doing worldly things, right? Whereas me on the other side, I grew up, I am a pastor's daughter. I grew up very sheltered, with my parents and my brother. So we came from two totally different worlds. So just that adjustment in migrating both backgrounds, both cultures, different ways of thinking, different practices, different issues. Because even though I was sheltered, I lived with my mom and my dad, there was a lot of issues that I still dealt with and still had to face. It wasn't like his, but there were still things that I had to learn in growing up, things that happened in my childhood, etc. So it was just now us just coming together and building a bond, and it was hard initially. We do things differently, we think differently, we act differently, our mindsets are different. So that was a challenge that we faced. So you guys, I believe it was like 1 year in our relationship where every single day we quarreled. Every single day we had an argument, we quarreled, because we were so real and so open. We hide nothing from each other. We were very honest with each other from the get-go. And because of that, we just clashed a lot, especially in the early times of our relationship. So just adjusting to each other's lifestyle and way of living was the first challenge that we had. So what we learned from this is that just be honest and open and transparent with each other and go through the process. We come from different worlds, and it's all about learning and teaching each other. As we rub against each other, we are smoothing each other's out, and Raymond has really helped me become a better person, honestly, and I have helped him to become a better person. So we just knew each other inside out, and we were so vulnerable with each other in the beginning. We were not putting on a show. We were not trying to be someone that we are not, and because of that we got to just know each other for who they truly are, and we are now able to just have a good friendship and a good authentic foundation because of that. Another challenge that we had was acceptance and rejection. Everyone have their expectations on who you should like and who you should be with, and Raymond kind of didn't fit the criteria, to be quite frank, Raymond was not the guy that people envisioned me to be with. So we got a lot of judgment. A lot of people, I remember a few people were coming up to me and asking me why am I with Raymond, what could he give me, like, yeah. So a lot of judgment, people, you know, thinking that he's with me for different reasons, you know, he's faking it, you know, he's not being genuine, whatever, right? So just judgment and criticism from people on my end, on my side, right? So just acceptance and rejection. How we dealt with this problem is simply we just had to prove people wrong, and not to make a point, but we just had to, sometimes in life, time will tell. Time will tell who you are. Time will tell your character. Time will show the intentions of your heart. And I think that was the main thing. Just time told the story. And it was a process he had to go through. It's a process I had to go through. But he knew the intentions of his heart, and I knew the intentions of his heart. And many of these same people had turned back. The words that they spoke, these people turned back and say, wow, Lois, that's a man of God. That's the man that the Lord had for you all along. So time just tells. And with Raymond, his character shown, a lot of people after a while realized that he was genuine, and he genuinely loved me, and he had no ulterior motives. He loved God and he loved me. Another struggle that we have, and it's something that I speak about all the time, and that's sex and intimacy. Because we were dating, as I said before in many videos, Raymond was not a virgin. Raymond had a sexual history before, whereas I was a virgin. So because of that, we ran into a lot of problems and a lot of issues in our relationship. And I will leave a link below, because in that video I spoke about how to keep yourself for marriage, and these were things that we did to keep ourselves for marriage. So you can go after this video and watch that video too as well. And as well as I did a video on overcoming sexual sins in a relationship, so you can look at that video too as well. So that was like a struggle that we had, because Raymond already had that sexual appetite. He knew what sex was, and that sexual, you know, giant was already woken inside him, whereas me, I never had sex. So that two worlds coming together, it was very challenging for us. But with the help of the Lord, we overcame it and we came out victorious. But also not just sex, but even intimacy, because we struggled with finding ways to show affection and to show love that was appropriate and that was pleasing unto the Lord. So that was a challenge that we had. And because a lot of boundaries and rules were placed on us, not just by us, but by outside sources, it was very challenging. Like, we didn't know, like, should we hold hands or should we not hold hands? Like, what is right, what is wrong, you know, what is acceptable, what's not. So it was very challenging for us. And last but not least, a challenge that we had to as well was the pressure of being an example. And it had advantages of being an example, and in many videos before I spoke about being an example, and we wanted to be an example, but sometimes we felt like if we were pressured, like we were that example that people had to, like when other couples look at us, they had to see that example. And because of that, I felt at times like if I was like in a straitjacket, like if we can't make a mistake, we can't do nothing wrong, we have no privacy, there's so much rules and guidelines that we have to live by, that sometimes it was emotionally pressuring, and it was very exhausting at times. I would see another couple holding hands in a corner talking. You know, we couldn't do that. You know, we had to be around all the youths, lining, and no one, you know, hanging out with everyone. You know, we didn't have time to be private and be intimate, you know. But that pressure to be an example, it worked out in our favor, but at times it was very challenging. So guys, I know some of these things that I spoke about, probably you will never experience this in your relationship, or probably you have experienced it in your relationship, but I hope that it has helped you in some way, or it has just enlightened you, or I've just enlightened you in some way to help you. This is the reason why I do all these videos. It's just to help you guys win in your relationships. So thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and share this video with everyone you know. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Bye.